Yo, 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 what is poppin' on the day? It is Tuesday, August 26th. So a chill little day. I had class this morning, so I was up very early to be honest. And yeah, I was hyped for the market. Anyways, let's get into it today. Today was an interesting day, I would like to say. One of my harder days of, it was a hard day. I won't say like it wasn't not hard. Um, but it wasn't hard, if that kind of makes sense. Um, so let's just kind of I think I made three mistakes this morning that realistically I should have, I should be sticking on top of and not, being like dumb about it. All right, let's just get into it though. So today on the larger time frame, I saw we had these highs. We're still in this 15-minute fair value gap from last week, Friday. And obviously, we reacted off 0.25 down here, put in a larger time from SMT, and we also had an SMT right here. If we're reacting off 0.25 and, our larger time frame, like this is a bullish fair value gap, this shows some strong willingness to go higher and take out some buy side. We've been dumping all night there, and then basically consolidating ever since. So, our 12 o'clock open is right here, and our 8:30 is right there. That's point. There's buy side up here, buy side here. This was an SMT. Let's just get into it though. It's kind of hard to explain once I on the 15-minute. So once market opens, I'm looking for longs basically. I'm interested in longs. I want to see some kind of manipulation, and I have, and we have 10 a.m. news. So knowing all this, I'm going to be interested in taking some sort of important sell side. So what kind of important sell side was I looking at? I just go to the 15-minute, and I identify liquidity right above or at a order block. In this situation, we have one order block right here. We have another order block right here. We have this low. That's also an order block in this order block. So if we come and sweep this low in this order block, that'll put an SMT and it'll make us go higher. And that's exactly what happened. So kind of going off that basis, I was like, all right, I want to see some kind of move to the downside and then move higher. This is kind of where it gets interesting. So we get this buy side tap, come down, racked off 830, immediate rebalance, go higher, take out the buy side. No, we don't take out buy side. We leave basically relatively go high buy side. And once we start to leave that, I'm like, okay, this is interesting. So let's go to the 30-second. Not 30-second, 5-second. So once we get this, we have an internal SMT around here somewhere on the 1 minute, on the 5, whatever. It's like very, very small time frame. Internal SMT. We get to 5-second fair value gaps that show a strong willingness to go to that sell side after leaving, relatively equal lows and all this shit. So we take that short down to there, and then we bank quite a bit actually, about 3.3 on this short. But we only shorted as 8:30 open. We didn't even take our sell side, so we missed out on another quite a bit of points. About like the RR on that trade was, pretty big, 6.3. If I wanted this whole low, I'm making, it's about a 1 to 10 RR. So that would have been a crazy trade. But I do like how we just targeted low hanging fruit, and yeah, it was good. One thing I do want, want to establish is, why am I not taking this trade in the funded? It looks good. That's what I wanted to see, that manipulation before we go higher. I think that's kind of what it was. I was like, I want to chill, see what's going to happen. I don't want this manipulation to be nasty. Usually the move in the correct direction is not the nasty one. It's the opposite, way. That's nasty. In this case, though, it was very clean. No retrace on that 1 minute, just a straight beauty run to the downside. So yeah, that was a great trade on the trade of 8. I wish I took it on the funded. I would have been done pretty early in the morning. That's hindsight. And yeah, it would have been a better day. But once you took that sell side through an SMT, I was like, okay, I'm looking for longs now. I want to see longs. This looks great. And since ES had a bullish SMT compared to NASDAQ, I was trading on ES. I did like how it looked, and especially right here, we have a SMT, we have an order block, breaker, whatever the hell you want to call that, propulsion, whatever, mitigation, I don't know. A PD array, okay? This up move breaker, like breaker, downside, order block breaker, all that. 2 for value gap, a bunch of shit. So then we get 2 for value gaps right before our 10 a.m. news. And this is where my 2 mistakes happen out of the 3 mistakes I made today. The first one was not taking the better trade on the funded account, which was this one. And this is the 2 other mistakes, was not waiting for this candle close outside of this fair value gap. I got caught up thinking about news and how, like, you know, I got to be in this, it might just start leaving. And I kind of just completely forgot that I had to wait for my candle close out of this fair value gap. So I entered once, I got stopped out right at this low, and then I entered again, and then I got stopped out on the same candle again at this low. So like if you like, what is this, 453, I don't know where my stop was at. Why was my, oh no, 451.50. So yeah, my stop loss is right here. I got stopped out by a tick, and then we ran higher. But then I took my actual entry how I should have right here, stop loss below that low, and then I was like, all right, let's target this high. So right as soon as we swept this, I was like, all right, this is looking good. You know, I like this. I like the way this looks, this and that. So I had, was this 5 on, and I left my stop loss. I was like, all right, this is good. You know, I like to see this. I want to get up all the way to the 6.3s, 6.375. I remember. I want to get up 6.375. I was like, all right, looks good. You know, let's just go higher now. This is a better leg, like even coming down into here and then rejecting higher is like even better. So I decided to add on to another 30-second double for value gap method, and yeah, we took the high, and I wanted to see us excel. I want to see us excel through this high, trap out people who are trying to sell, and just make it quick and easy. However, we did not. We just swept it, came back down, break even. Once I added more on my position, and then went higher. So maybe, yes, I was a little greedy in terms of adding to the position, but I'm not mad about adding at all. I did like pyramiding onto this because I had about 5 contracts, and then I threw on 10, so double. And my risk was basically eliminated. I lost about like $6 when I added those pyramid positions on. So, quick thing. 3 mistakes. Not taking the better trades on the funded account, or not taking the trade. It doesn't have to be better because, a trade is a trade. If I'm taking it on my trade of 8, I want to take that on my top step 1,000%. And then also waiting for this candle close. And waiting for that candle close would have been, the play. Would have been how I would have, came out most likely on top today. On the top step. I count this as a break-even day, basically. It's like $100. Yes, I wish maybe, we had a little good day, because I knew where we were going. I knew where we wanted to go. I wanted to see us, go higher. And, the market was just slow. Like, look at this is barcode action. But, yeah, I like how we're looking, to be honest. I'm not really mad about anything. This was a regular-ass day. Kept my loss small, 118, only up 63 on the week. But, yeah, I'm going to look for, like, a big win tomorrow. And, yeah, we'll really see. So, like, I want to see what my, 12th to the 28th. Let's see what. So like I have a 50% win rate, but I'm like a 1.1-to-1 profit factor here. I just gotta come out of my drawdown. That's how it is, kind of. And then yeah. So this is. I mean, honestly, I don't really like these stats because it doesn't really I feel like it's not really reliable. I say we go to this month only. So from the first, see, we have to count the first as like a $700 loss. Like that is just buns and bricks. Let me go from the 28th, or from the 1st to now, I guess. July, August. So just from the 1st and till now, I'm up $1,000. So, I'm obviously doing something right. Maybe my win percentage really isn't there. My profit factor is nice. It's showing that I have, some, consistency, some idea. And my risk to reward is, a pretty, it's 1 to 1.91. So it could be better, it could be worse, 100%. But I do like how this looks. Like my average winning trade is $100, average winning trade is $50 best trade is that, and my worst trade is that, and that is exactly how I would like this to go. So I think it's kind of what I'm gonna do. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Nothing too crazy. So I will see y'all in the next video. Today was just a tougher day, but the market still, if you know where it wants to go, it's gonna go there. We just came up short on that buy side, and that's how it is. All right, now y'all stay safe, and I'll see y'all later.